So, hello and welcome to my next chess video. This time I'll show you the game between Leela Chess 0 versus GreKo 8.2. And we have here two moves played in that game, not b6 of course. The first move, I let them play without opening poker or table bases as always. And the first move calculated by GreKo 8.2 was the move knight f6. Now we had the move knight f3 attacking the queen. Queen h6 defending the pawn in advance of the move d4 or d3. This pawn is now under threat. So let's see, knight c3 most probably. And now I'm also stopping d5. And now let's see, what could they play? d6 here. Here we'll go for d4. There is also a tactical option, but I'm not sure if this is a good one. Knight takes here. No, it's not on because the queen is not defending d5. So d6, d4. Attacking that pawn. So probably bishop d3 now. Bishop e6 just to get rid of this bishop there. Also bishop g4 might be possible, but not sure. Probably first bishop e6. I'm not sure how to continue that game now. Knight here. Yeah, knight here looks interesting. If knight takes, then pawn takes, attacking the bishop. Bishop to g4 for example. Queen e8. Check, bishop e2, and now b6. No, b6 loses the knight. But you can probably move the knight. But where move the knight and go b6 later? Yeah, probably this is not so great. So bishop here. Knight e5, so probably bishop takes, pawn takes, and knight g4 going after this fork. So knight a6 defending, and now e5 attacking the knight, or d5, not sure, or this move is also quite possible, going after that pawn, but then d5 takes, e5 attacking the knight. Knight moves here for example. Rook there, knight here check, takes, and now what? What's the move here in that position? Not sure, but we don't have d6. We have a different move here. We don't have d6. We have bishop e7 here after knight c3. Bishop e7. So let's see both evaluations right around here. GreKo thinks it's better for black, and Leela Chess thinks it's even. And goes for the move e5. d5 doesn't work because taking on f6 will come with an attack on the bishop, so the knight has to move. Moving backwards, so either on probably h4 is, probably h5, knight h5, king g1, knight h5 threatening this check. So king h1, defending against this. Yeah, but what to do with that rook? And now probably castling. Castling looks to be safe. Also now this pawn is, so g6 takes, pawn here attacking the queen, queen there. This comes with a double check, but knight here anyway. No, knight here doesn't work because this check would lead to a mate. Also the knight can be taken. what to do there. Taking here would allow queen takes check, but then you could go there. So yeah, but what if knight takes? So I'm not sure. She takes d4, knight queen g7. This double check is quite annoying to say, so probably not g3 here. d4 immediately. Okay, d4 we have. Instead of king g1, so allowing knight here. Check, king g1, knight takes rook, king takes knight. And now let's say castles. d3. Going after that, knight g4 takes. Not sure if g4 is a move. So, but bishop here you could argue for. But then the knight takes the bishop, so probably not bishop there. g4 takes. G takes. And queen somewhere, followed up with rook there, check. So it's not so great. g3 here. g3. But allowing black to take this with the bishop is probably not on. So let's try knight c6. Yeah, we have knight g3, king g1, knight takes h1, and knight d5. Not even touching the knight. So the line Leela GreKo gives is this, and the line Leela gives is, let's see, king g1, knight takes h1, and also knight d5. So the thing is knight d5 attacking this one, and also the pawn right there. So let's try king there to defend that pawn. And now bishop takes here, attacking the queen. Okay, how many squares does the queen have? The queen has that one, which it can use, but this is very, very aggressive play now. So let's say queen here, probably even knight takes there is possible. Followed up with this check. No, it's not on, but probably there immediately. d6, and now taking there, and queen takes. Would attack the the bishop is defended, but knight. Wow, it's very complicated, this position. So let me think for a little bit. So after knight to d5. Okay, king d8, let's say. Okay, bishop takes here. So how many squares does the queen have? White is fully developed. Black has got no pieces in the game here. So knight to d5, queen c6. Queen c6. Okay, knight to d5. Yeah, knight d5, queen c6 is probably better. But then bishop takes f4 nevertheless. No, it's attacking the bishop. So, but what about bishop to b4? Here, attacking the queen, and if the queen takes, you can take on c7, forking king and queen, so the queen has to leave. So queen c6 is not possible. Yeah, queen c6, bishop b4. No, bishop b4, you can take the knight. Okay, so this is quite on. This is quite on, so bishop b3, most probably. And now what to do? Probably castling. No, castling allows the taking of the bishop with check and forking. So bishop b3 by Leela. And let's see both evaluations. Leela gives this is better for white, and GreKo gives this is better for black. So let's see, and let's ask Stockfish later how to play this. Queen c6. Bishop b3 and bishop to the d8. Bishop d8, this is Leela's line, probably preparing to castle. Knight c6, pawn takes, pawn takes. No. there is probably one option. Bishop takes c7. Bishop takes there. Let's try to get the knight out and push the king to the center. Now castles. Knight g4. f6 is not on because of knight takes double check. Or even better is knight e7 double check, winning the queen. So f6 is not on. h3, let's try queen h4. Taking there. Taking there. Taking that. Taking the... What's the move here? So rook e8, king here, doesn't all work. Knight here is a threat. So you'd have to defend knight to f6. But how to do that? g6? Because knight f6 the pawn is pinned. And if the king moves, then queen h4 is mate. So probably queen here. But this would allow takes, and this check. Oh, this comes with a check. Okay, now knight a6 defends this one. And knight here check doesn't do so much. So king can just go there. So knight f2 has some value. Queen g6. No, this doesn't work actually. Because of knight here check for king. And queen there. Knight here check. King goes here. Also doesn't work. What about knight there check? What about taking here, taking there, and giving that check later? But anyway, you get this pawn, you get the rook there in the corner. How is the material? You have a knight, a bishop, and a... But how is the knight going out? 2, 4, 6, 7, 2, 4, 5. So white is better. Oh, b4, b5 is the move. So we are in the game still. We have queen b6, queen e2, and b4. Okay, trying to lure the bishop away from the knight. So queen b3 now, bishop b3, followed up with a5, and knight takes... What? Knight takes d5. Okay, this one, that one, knight takes d5. Attacking the queen, so you have to take the knight. And now a4 is threatened. But you could go d4 attacking the queen. Queen here check. Taking the knight, finally. Now a4, winning the bishop, but d6 check. d6 check. Takes would lead to mate. So the king has to go somewhere where it defends this pawn. Anyway, it has to take the bishop later. So bishop takes f7, king takes f7, and knight g4 check. This squares are covered. So the king either goes there, where it's probably bad. No, it's not so bad. It's not so bad actually. But king g7. Not sure about that one. Not sure if you can give up the bishop that way. So d5 is not on because of the check. So let's try a4. Let's just give a move. Bishop there. d5 attacking. Check. Taking the knight. d6 attacking the queen. Queen e4. Now what? Rook f8, but then you can capture here. So this is not on. Not sure. Okay, a4, king takes. Now c3. c3 is interesting. Bishop takes f4 is the move. So knight takes, king takes, and bishop takes f4. Leela will play bishop takes f4. Oh, so that after this you have that move now, because queen a3 you can do that with an attack on the queen. So yeah, but still this could be the best course of action. Where's the queen going? Can't take there, can't go there, can't go there, can't go there, it can only go there. And now c3. Now you can save the bishop, but you can also give that check. See, if you go there, the knight here would come. Let's say you just go back. f6. No. Bishop c2. d6 is bad because of that. So bishop takes f4, a4, and d5. King e8. So, but how to do that? So this check is not on. So probably also that check. Bishop here. Yeah, probably this check is on. Bishop here. King there, let's say. e6 check. King there, it doesn't matter, you have to take this anyway. Knight here check. Say king there check. e6. Let's try to sacrifice the queen for fun. Check, no, it doesn't work. Okay, you can't sacrifice the queen. But you can go queen there, but then rook f8. What a bummer. Queen here. Trying to go in. No. Let's just watch the game, how this will be played out. So probably. So a4, d5, queen b7. So queen b7 immediately. I would give this check first. Queen b6. Queen here and then queen. So no, why move the bishop to e3? You can just capture the knight. And now now it's black's move, so probably capturing there. d6 check. Yeah, going here is probably not advisable because of that check, and now the king has to go there. Rook e8 check. King there, for example, it doesn't really matter. Check. And rook here, not mating, but close. It's very close. How to mate the king there? King here, a6. Queen takes check. Bishop here. No, it's not working. But I have to mate the king there. So king b7, queen b7 immediately was played. So let's try this. Rook there has to be the move. No, then the queen probably escapes. So probably queen here check. And after this you have that checkmate. So that's the line why the king can't step out. So the king has to go back. And now what? Now what's the move here? So, but anyway, we don't have this. We have d5 and queen here. Let's see how this will unveil. Both engines are thinking they are winning. Let's see. It's, yeah, d6. This is clear. d6 is a clear move. d6, king f8. King f8, and then bishop takes f7. King takes and knight g5. King takes knight g5, king g8. King g8. I wouldn't go to g8, but okay. Let's try king g8. Okay, if you have this check, then it's bad news. But you don't. You could go there to there, but let's see. Let's see how to. So probably rook here to do at least something. e6. No, e6 looks quite dangerous here in that position. e6. If takes and knight takes. Yeah, but also e6. You have to take it. Knight takes. You cannot take bishop takes because queen takes would be very bad. Let's just show this. Check, only one square. Check again, only one square, and checkmate. So you cannot take that knight. Let's say you grab yet another pawn, which probably is the best move there. Bishop here. If you take that bishop, then queen g4 check. Queen here. Knight there doesn't work. Knight there also doesn't work. So this is probably not advisable to give up the bishop that way. But okay, you can capture that pawn. You can capture that pawn. Now bishop takes e6, queen takes. You have to block with the queen. And now queen here check would result into mate. So bishop takes f7 is, yeah, it's the only logical move. Also knight g5. Knight to g5. Okay, I would go to e8 there, because all the other moves are probably losing. Queen e8, d6 nevertheless. So if takes, knight takes. And if bishop takes now, then queen takes, and it doesn't really matter if you go there, then bishop here is mate. If you go there, then queen here check. We had this already, and mate. Yeah, it's a very nice little romantic game. Knight g5 check. King g8 and king h and queen h5 and queen h5. Okay, threatens mate, so you have to go there. Knight takes, pawn takes, knight here check. No, this doesn't work. But maybe you can give up the knight, the queen a different way, in a different manner. No, you probably should go there, completely cutting off the king. But why not d6? I don't get it. g5, king g8, and the d6 looks just, e6 looks just crushing. What's the defense here? Because you cannot really allow e7. King g8 and e6. Yeah, GreKo also gives e6 as a move. Let's see what Leela does. King h5, g6, queen h4. Probably this is also winning, but let's see what GreKo thinks about that position now. After e6, yeah, GreKo thinks e6 is not winning, so probably there is a defense to e6, but queen h4, g6, and queen h4. This is the line. Okay, it looks at this square. So what's the threat here? Let's say you just ignore everything. Knight c6. Also covers this square, by the way. Knight takes here, rook takes, and queen d6. Still cutting off all of the... Yeah, but knight c6 is probably defending very well. Oh, knight there could be a nice move. Yeah, knight there is a nice move. Knight check, king anywhere, and queen there. And if you take it, then queen here check. If you go there, then picking up the rook, going back, and playing bishop there, and there is no defense anymore. No, there is nothing. So this is one line. Knight f7 is the crushing move here, probably. Knight f7 attacking the rook. But this is not the thing. So let's say any move. I just want to see it. Knight here check. Okay, you can't use that square. If you go there, you're mated immediately. And if you go there, then this... Yeah, you can mate the king now in two different... No, this is mate. So the thing is... Knight f7, queen h4, knight c6, and knight f7 is crushing. I don't see a defense anymore. Queen b6 check, you can try, but then the king just takes the knight and it's just completely busted. g6, queen h4, knight h1 to g3. What? Oh, trying to get the queen the knight out. H takes queen c d5. I don't get it. Knight f7 is the move, I think. Here, knight f7. Yeah, knight f7, but you have to see this in advance. If you sacrifice so much material, you have to see knight f7. It's just such a crushing move, knight f7. I think it's the crushing move. g6, queen h4. C takes d6, rook f1, or preparing this with rook h with rook f1. Rook f1 looks also looks also very strong. So g6, queen h4, knight g3, knight g3. This doesn't change the picture, just taking the knight that way. And now it's black's move again. Let's say knight c6. Knight f7 looks to be crushing, but how to defend against knight f7? You cannot move the king anywhere, because if you move the king, let's say to that square, then queen here check, king there, knight here, king takes, bishop there, let's say. I'm not sure if knight f7 wins, because king f8, knight f7. I would still do knight f7, and if you go rook here, then bishop there. So let's try this. Bishop here check, king takes knight, check. You cannot go back. You have only one square, and then queen here is made. So, not sure why knight f7 is not just winning on the spot. Knight g3, h5, h5, knight f3. What? I'm not even sure if Leela is now winning. Yeah, Leela thinks it's winning, and GreKo thinks it's very interesting game. I have to check knight f7 later. If you just ignore it, then it's knight h6 comes. So I'm not sure why knight f7 is not just winning instantly. Knight g3, h takes, I would immediately go. No, bishop takes g3, even better, I guess. Freeing up the rook's file. Yeah. I would have played knight c6 there as black, and after knight f7 I would have resigned, probably. Not sure if... The thing is, knight here g takes, for example, if you go rook there, any move. Queen here, you can also go queen there, check. Now you only have one square. And now bishop here would do the job. There is no defense anymore. Nothing. So also this is working. So I'm not sure why knight f7 is not just crushing. In knight f7 is probably the threat. I would go h takes, not bishop takes. Because of the bishop takes, yeah, you have rook f1, but knight f7 won't work anymore, I guess. Okay, let's count material. We have 2 rooks for black, 1 rook for white. Yeah, this knight will be eliminated, so 1 rook up for black. But what is this rook doing? All of black's pieces are just on the wrong side of the board. Bishop takes. And now what? Queen b3 check? Queen d5. Yeah, queen d5 ruling out knight f7. So queen d5. Knight g5 e4. Oh, that's also a great move. So bishop takes, queen d4 and knight e4, threatening this fork. So now the queen has to move again. If it moves there, then the king just moves back, then this is still a threat. I think it's gone. So let's say the queen just goes back to b7, then this check comes. If you go there, then rook f8. Let's do that. And knight c6, because there is nothing. And now you have, yeah, this discovered check. But it doesn't even go about the queen. It's not about the queen. This check, you just go there most probably. Cannot use this, so that square. You can either take the queen or try and mate the black king. Rook here check, king there. Oh, this is already mate. No, you can go there still. Queen b6 now, check. No, this doesn't work. So the king can go there. Yeah, the king hunt began. The king hunt will start. Let's see how Leela is doing that. Knight, queen d5. Yeah, it's so knight g3, pawn takes, and queen d5 would defend against this. So that's the reason. So you'd have to take queen h4. Why not queen d5 immediately? Now this is also not possible. Oh wow, this is. Not sure if this is possible. Knight here, trying to fork. This check. See, king here would lead to this check, and that nothing to do. And same would appear if you go there, check. This is immediately mate, and this is mate after that one. So, okay, that's probably why. So queen h4, knight g3, bishop takes g3, queen d5, and knight here. This is the current board position. queen e6, trying to add a defender. I would go queen here, check. The thing is, you cannot go there, you cannot go there, so you have to go there. So let's try this. Queen here, check. King there. And now knight here, attacking the... No. Okay, queen e6, this is a good defensive try. Let's see, knight e4, queen d4 check, knight e6, queen d4 check is now the move. But why not queen e6? Queen e6 looks to be defending. Probably knight f6 anyway. Now if you go there, then this will come with check, and the rook will come there, and this is busted. So knight f6, you have to go to the file, and so queen d4 check, queen d4 check, king f8, bishop f2, king there, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. Queen d4, bishop f2, just to get a tempi, so that's even better. Queen takes there, attacking here. Now you have to be fast, but I think you are fast. You are fast. You are fast, very fast. You are very fast. Check. 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 And a mate. So this is one line. The other line goes with king here, check. Oh, there you're not so fast. But it doesn't matter, you just move the rook and you have it. Black has had it. Knight here will come, so you probably have to take this. But then bishop here. Threatening mate. How to stop this actually? Yeah, just moving the bishop and it's over. So bishop f2, what's the defense now? Bishop f2, what's the defense? Okay, GreKo also thinks it's losing for black, so it's probably completely busted. Wow, what a game I witnessed here. Leela chess really played a terribly good game there. Terribly accurate. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus 4 pieces, and 2, 4, 6 versus 7 pawns, but all of Black's pieces are just on the back rank, so this is just okay. Queen takes d4 is now possible. That was the idea. And now rook e8, just preparing everything. Rook e1 doesn't have to be fast, just rook e1 and it's knight f6 is a threat now. You cannot go there, you cannot go there, so let's just take a pawn. If you go down, then go down in glory. I think a lot of moves now are winning. Knight f6 is probably the best, because wherever the king goes, next move the rook will come, or the queen, or well, it doesn't matter. There are so many options. Rook e1, c takes d6. It's over. It's completely busted. There are many ways to win this now, to skin the cat. For example, one of them is to go there, and no, wait, going there. Why not just move the rook in? And it doesn't matter where you go. Let's say you go there, you just give this check, and you have to go back, and then the queen is coming with a mate. So that's the basic thing. Yeah, chess on its basics. sacrificing everything there. Bishop f7, and the thing is, I have to check e6 and knight f7 if this is winning. There are many winning lines here. Hard to defend this. This whole game was very interesting, I have to say. This was the opening I gave them till till here. And knight f6, knight c3, queen h6, knight c3, d6, d4. No, not d6. We had bishop e7, e5, knight h4, d4, knight here, taking there, and now knight d5, queen d6, queen e2. This is so amazing. b5, bishop b3, a4, knight takes, queen takes, and now the move bishop takes f4. Just don't caring about anything. d5, queen b7, d6, queen there takes, knight here. Such a beautiful attack. King g8, queen h5, h3, queen h4. Such a beautiful attack there. Knight g3, bishop takes g3, queen d5, knight e4, queen d4 check, bishop f2, queen takes e5, and rook e8, and now the move c takes, but the other things are all losing. King f7, and now taking the queen off. No, not king here. King f7 will be the move. Doesn't really matter, but here you get the rook instead of the queen. Yeah, but what to do here? Knight there, just cutting off everything. It's still a mating attack, and just look at Black's army and look at White's army. It's completely the words are missing here in my opinion. Let's count points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, 16, 19, 22 versus 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17 and 20. So Black is even better there, but still, the position is just unbearable. It's how can something like this how can something like this even happen? Knight f7, rook takes e5, completely busting Black. It's amazing. This game was just amazing. Now let's witness the finish, but this will be the board position we see there, and there are so many threats. It's just not thinkable. Queen f6 is the first thing you have to be aware of. But the problem is, if you move the rook, then the h-pawn would fall. So probably that. But queen f7, queen here. Okay, at least you get this square for the king. But it doesn't help you. Knight here check, king there, and queen here mate. So it's... yeah, this is how you play the King's Gambit. If you play the King's Gambit, you have to play it like this, with the white pieces, because otherwise it's just not working. But not taking the knight, but playing knight d5. Such a great game I witnessed there. Such a great game. Let's again watch this from the beginning. e4, e5, the Bobby Fischer variation. c3, and now bishop e7. e5, knight here, threatening this fork. d4, ignoring it. Knight here, king there, knight there, and now the move knight d5. Queen h6. The problem with bishop b4 is that the knight would fall. So queen e2, b4, trying to lure the bishop away from the knight. Bishop there, a4, knight takes, bishop takes, d5, no, not d5, bishop takes f4, just ignoring a4, d5, queen b7, d6, there, and bishop takes there, king. It's just amazing attack. It all works like clockwork. Queen h5, g6, and queen h4. You have to see this. This is amazing. Queen d5, stopping knight f7, but knight e4 comes. Knight takes, queen here check, would lose instantly due to that, and it's over. There's just yeah, it's just nothing to play for anymore. Cannot defend against a mate threat. So this is one line you had in this game. The other one was knight g3, bishop takes g3, queen d5, knight e4, bishop d4 check, bishop f2, and now you have to take there, rook there, and now c takes, knight here, king there, rook takes, queen takes, and knight g4. Knight d5. Yeah, this is clear now. Would win this. Is h5 even a move there? It doesn't matter. Probably h5 would lead to a quicker mate check. You have only this square, and knight f6. I just spotted that, so I wanted to show it. So h5 is not working, but what is working in that position? Is it the mate in a couple of moves? No, king here. Wow, it's amazing. It's amazing. I will probably queen here check takes, and taking there would win every. There are a lot of winning lines there, but king e6 is probably one of the better defenses. But it allows knight c7 check, winning the rook. So yeah, it's busted. It's senseless to continue this. After knight c7, I'm not sure how long GreKo will continue this struggle, but I would resign here. Knight c7, king f7, it doesn't really matter. You lose that rook, you lose everything. It's completely busted. 10, 16, 22 versus 16. Yeah, it doesn't matter how many points. The thing is, GreKo just resigned the game here with a unthinkable performance by Leela Chess. It was just an amazing game here. So let's see it. Let's just witness this again, this amazing game. And ask Stockfish where it all went wrong. So Stockfish, my best engine on my computer. GreKo and Leela I can put away. So let's see, white played this kind of stuff, which is probably better. Knight f6 is the main move. Knight f3, yeah, well, it's knight, queen h6, queen e2, knight c3, bishop e7, and now e5, knight h4, and d4, which is great. Knight g3, and yeah, king g1, knight takes, and now knight d5, queen c6, queen e2, b5, e6 immediately is a great move, but bishop b3 is also nice. a5, a3 not. What was the move? Knight takes, king takes, now bishop takes, a4. I don't think Stockfish is now seeing it. d5, queen b7. What's the move here? Queen b6 check, bishop e3, queen b7. Something like this, or just taking the knight. No, queen b7 is now given, but this is now followed up with d6, king f8, bishop takes f2, king takes f2, knight g5, king g8, queen h4, still giving it as even. No, now it's completely busted. So yeah, Leela has made this look so terribly easy. But what I wanted to see is this knight c6 line. Knight f7 is probably, yeah, knight gf7, I saw this, I'm proud of it. Knight f7 is just crushing it, yeah. And all the variation, knight f7, as you see there, is just crushing, king takes h1, 94, 94, and stuff like this. Yeah, it's crushing. Knight f7 is also crushing if knight c6, but GreKo played against this. Yeah, Leela just really played a beautiful game there. Did it switch somewhere? 94, queen there, check, bishop f2, queen takes rook e8. And here GreKo resigned. Beautiful, beautiful game there. I really enjoyed that one. Okay, thanks for watching and see you later. Ciao.